One winter morning, I see Sahib standing by the fenced gate of the neighborhood club. So the narrator says, one winter morning, she saw Sahib standing by the fenced gate of the neighborhood club. He was watching two young men dressed in white who were playing tennis. I like the game, he hums. Sahib, he hums. He says in a lighter tone, he says that he likes the game of tennis. But he is content, he is satisfied to watch the game standing behind the fence. I go inside when no one is around, he admits. He says when nobody is around the tennis court, he enters in. He just goes inside. The gatekeeper lets me use the swing. Sahib, he is fond of the game of tennis, but he is satisfied only watching the game from the outside. He says when nobody is around, the gatekeeper, he allows him to move inside and use the swing. Sahib too is wearing tennis shoes that look strange over his discolored shirt and shorts. So one day the narrator, she saw Sahib wearing tennis shoes. Shoes that looked strange over his discolored shirt and shorts. Someone gave them these shoes to me, he says in the manner of an explanation. Sahib says that these shoes were given to him by somebody. The fact that the shoes, are discarded, are rejected shoes of some rich boy who perhaps refused to wear them because of a hole in one of them does not bother him. Sahib does not feel bad that these are the rejected shoes of a boy who refused to wear them because of a hole. For one who has walked barefoot, even shoes with a hole is a dream come true. For a child, for a boy who has always been barefoot, even the shoes with a hole is a dream come true. But the game of tennis that he is watching so intently, so minutely, so keenly, it is out of his reach. This morning, Sahib is on his way to the milk booth. In his hand is a steel canister, is a steel container. I now work in a tea stall down the road, he says, pointing in the distance. So Sahib tells the narrator that he has now started working in a tea stall. He says that he is paid 800 rupees and all the meals. Does he like the job, I ask. The narrator asks Sahib if he likes the job. His face, I see, has lost the carefree look. The narrator observes that Sahib's face has lost the carefree look. The steel canister, it seems heavier than the plastic bag that he would carry so lightly over his shoulder. The narrator observes that with the steel canister, it appears more like a burden. This is narrator's observation. She observes that steel canister, it seems to be heavier than the plastic bag that he would carry so lightly over his shoulder. The bag was his, and the canister, it belongs to the man who owns the tea shop. Why, to the narrator, the canister seems heavier than the bag? Because the bag in which he would carry the rags, it was his. And the canister, it belongs to the man who owns the tea shop. So when Sahib was a rag picker, he was the master of his destiny. He would do the work whenever he wanted and as long as he wanted to do. But now he is working for somebody else. So the bag, it was his, and the canister, it belongs to the man who owns the tea shop. With this, now Sahib cannot work as per his own sweet will. He has to work as per the instructions given to him by the master, by the owner of the tea shop. Sahib is no longer his own master. How Sahib is no longer his own master? Because he is now not a rag picker, but he works for somebody else. So that's how he is no